Hey guys, welcome to 12th Grade Bible by Mr. Truhett. We are here in my lovely study. I will try not to show you the entire room because it's pretty messy. I'll show you the best part of the room though, and that's my partner in crime here, Roxy. Hi, Roxy. Yep. Anyhow, I knew some of you would be entertained by seeing her lovely face. I just finished grading the assignments that you guys did about the songs. Let me look at the question again, see how I worded that. Uh-oh. I'm having trouble not discarding all this. Anyway, bottom line is, the first two assignments I gave you guys was to find a song that helps you spiritually, and then find a song that sounds good, that you enjoy listening to, perhaps, but it's not really good for you spiritually. And you guys did a great job, a really interesting a variety of songs. And I wish I could have had time to go into each one, or would take the time to go through each song, but I did reply to you individually on those. Bottom line is, I was really challenging you guys to think about the music you listen to. I've been a big believer for a long, long time that music is incredibly powerful, that it's an amazing gift from God. But because it's such a powerful gift of God, Satan spends a lot of time and energy, I guess, inspiring his own line of music that at the very least distracts us from spiritual things. At the worst, violates every standard of biblical teaching that God gives us to live a better life. Obviously, an awful lot of music is devoted to the number one idol of our culture, which is romantic love. By the way, I've got nothing against romantic love. I'm madly in love with my wife of 35, almost 36 years now. However, I also think that we have to keep sexual love, romantic love, in its proper perspective. I use the analogy, discussing this with one of you, about a river not overflowing its banks, that as long as a river flows within its banks, it brings life and beauty, and all of that, and fertility and all that sort of thing. But when it flows outside its banks, over its banks, then it can bring death and destruction. And the same way with sensual love, physical love. Nothing wrong with it inherently. God created it, and it's a good thing. But it's good within the confines of the relationship that God planned for it to be. And a lot of music, obviously, encourages a less than healthy view of sensual love. At the very least, an overdependence, and to some extent a gluttony of sexuality and so forth. Anyway, trying to think what else to say to you guys. I think you can tell I'm not going to kill you with long assignments. Certainly, some of the assignments are going to be that I give you online are going to be reading and assignments that you have to respond to in some way. So I don't want you to get too spoiled with these first two assignments that were kind of quick and easy, and hopefully fun for you to think about what you're listening to musically. But I would invite you on the kind of homepage of Google Classroom to carry on any discussion, ask any questions you want to, and so forth. I will simply say that, kind of to add, not to make this too long-winded, I say I'm over 4 minutes already, so I know this is getting painful. But when I was about 17, 18 years old, I really started getting serious about my relationship with Christ. And a good friend of mine, older friend of mine, convinced me that a lot of the music I was listening to was sub-Christian. And I still remember that word kind of having a powerful meaning to me, that it was not just unchristian, it was beneath a believer. It was sub-Christian. And so for several years, I didn't listen to, at least not purposely, listen to any secular music at all. I listened to only Christian music, went to Christian concerts and so forth. I don't hold to that same standard consistently anymore, haven't for a long time. But I will say that for 5 or 6 years of listening to nothing but Christian music, it made me think more deeply about the lyrics and messages of songs as I began to listen to some secular music. Some secular music has great meaning and messages. But some of it's pretty dangerous. And so anyway, I want you to think about that. And again, feel free to converse with me any way you want to on Google Classroom, or feel free to text or call me or whatever. So anyway, I hope you guys are sort of enjoying some of what's going on right now. It'll sure give you some stories to tell your kids and grandkids. Maybe not the ones you'd like to be able to tell them, but still, I wish you the best and hope everything's going okay for you. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.